Julie Bevan, and bringing you another lesson for the Blue Fire Tigers guitar group. And today we've had a request to do some bossa nova. So I've chosen a very famous song called How Insensitive, or Insensitive in Portuguese. It's a very, very beautiful song about a story about what happens when your ex-lover walks into the room and they're still in love with you, but you no longer love them. Awkward moment. And the last line of the song, in fact, is, what can you say when a love affair is over? It's a beautiful song. Often when we translate these bossa novas, they come across as sentimental or quite trivial sometimes, but they're actually, in their original language, they're very profound, very deep, very, very beautiful poetry. They're just beautiful songs. How Insensitive I've chosen because it's slightly more straightforward than a few of the bossa novas, many of the bossa novas. Also it's got words and lyrics in English that you can sing in English. You'll find them all over the internet. If you have trouble finding them, just let me know and I can fire you a link. Also, before we go any further, you'll find all of these videos that I produce for the guitar group here. I put on my Facebook group so you can find it if you want to continue studying. They're much easier to find than on the platforms I post these videos for. So please like and subscribe, of course, and you'll be notified of other when I put up new songs. So bossa nova is a derivative from samba. It has particularly characterized by its amazing melodies and its very complex harmonies, which we're, for the purposes of this lesson, we're going to simplify right down. It has a lot of notes with tensions in them. They're beautiful. And you can experiment with them, yeah. You can add all these extra beautiful things into it. It's also a fingerstyle way of playing. So we're going to start with looking at the how to do that. The important thing to always note that bossa nova is always in 2. Occasionally you get ones that are written in 3 or even 5 or some odd times like that. But never, 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 if you want to play this music accurately, if you want to play it in a way that makes actual sense, you have to count it in 2. Some American sources will write it out in 4, but it's very, very difficult to play it well and to make sense of it if you start listening closely to the song. So do make the effort and count it in 2. So, without further ado, let's play. So, you've got your thumb, index, middle, and ring finger. We're not going to use this one, although sometimes we do. We're not going to use it today. So here we go. We're going to play on the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings. Just to keep things simple, as we get more advanced at this, we can move it around. So we're going to stay on this string set for today. Now, the pattern comes back. Comes back to the lesson we had last week with the funk lesson, about 16ths. It's important, essential to be thinking in those 16ths here to play bossa nova. All right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1. And 2, E, and 1, and 2, E, and 1, and 2, E, and near the railway. Okay, so in playing this music, if you're new to fingerstyle playing, you will find it can be difficult to have your fingers return to the same string set and you end up playing the wrong strings, and it can be very frustrating. So a few little tips we need here. First of all, don't let any of this move. All the movement comes from the knuckles, nowhere else. If I do anything theatrical like this or like this, I'm going to inevitably hit the wrong strings sooner or later. So you've got to keep it very, very still. A certain amount of tension here to support the hand so it doesn't move, but everything else has to be nice and relaxed. It's a very soft, relaxed sound. It was born in tiny little flats in big apartment buildings where you can't make a lot of noise, especially not at night. So if you're going to be playing music as they were using matchboxes. Anyone remember matches? For, as percussion, because it's quiet. Playing the guitars, they played it very, very quietly. They would be. So it's very, very quiet, even sung very quietly as well. So that's the right hand. So 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings, and counting in those 16ths, and we're thinking 1, 2, 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and, or 1 and 2 E and, once you've got the hang of it. So it's important to count it, always be counting. Never play any music ever that you're not counting. It's essential. Even if it's kind of in the back of your head, just keeping track of where you are. Now, so the first stroke we play is all the 4 strings together. 1. Now for the and, only the top strings are going to play the index, middle, ring finger. So all together, 1, and then and. Now on the 2, just the thumb plays. 2 E. So quickly on the next 16th, the fingers on their own. So it's together, fingers, thumb, fingers, 1 and 2 E and 1 and 2 E and. Okay, so work on that separately until it starts to, you can start to feel relaxed with it, and you're not having to think quite so hard about everything you're doing before you try and add the left hand, because the chord shapes for some of you may be a little bit different than what you're used to, because they use a lot of extensions and tension notes in the chord, so they're not just playing a straight triad, 3 notes. They're not just playing 3 notes in the chord. Okay, sorry about this. Cold weather, guitar hates it. Right, so now let's have a look at the chords. The first chord we're going to play is D minor 9. So we're keeping it simple. You'll see if you start diving too deeply into Bossa Nova, you'll soon see a chord there of D minor 9, raise 11, flat 13, which is going to sound awesome, but that's a lot to get your head around when we're just getting started on Bossa Nova. So we'll stick to D minor 9. So the 4th string, 3rd fret, 1st finger. Okay. Then the other 3 fingers are going to all be on the 5th fret, so it's a bit of a stretch from here to here. 2nd finger is on the 5th string, 5th fret. 3rd finger is on the 3rd string, 5th fret. And finally the 4th finger is on the 2nd string, 5th fret. Often it's easier just to get those 3 fingers down first, 5th string, 3rd string, 2nd string and the 5th fret, and then reach back with the 1st finger. That's a lot easier when you're first starting out. Once these fingers are locked in place, this finger can reach back. It's a bit like pointing, because you don't want to disturb these fingers any more than you have to. Keep them as close to the frets as you can. Alright, so once you've settled on there, I'll just play it with the pattern. If you, those of you more advanced want to do this, please do. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Beautiful sound. Okay, just relax your fingers. So that D minor 9, each flat, all the chords we're going to do today, we're only going to do the first 8 bars. We'll do the rest of the song in next week's video. So each of these chords are going to be played for just 2 bars each. So one more time. 3, 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 next chord is C sharp diminished with a raised 9. Large, a big mouthful, but a very simple movement we're going to make. So if we look at our D minor 9, the first fingers don't move. You'll find in these musics where you have a lot of chord changes, a lot of complex chords, often there's very little movement, finger movement between those two chords, because they're making this lovely, smooth, even progression that makes melody in itself, which is what we aim to do. Now to get C sharp diminished raise 9, first finger, fourth finger stay, 2 and 3 are just going to move back to the fourth string. So they both move together into the fourth fret, sorry, fourth fret. And then we will have, so D minor 9, diminished raise 9. Perfect. Right, now the next chord in the sequence is C minor 9. Now before I show you where it is, I'm going to take you back to D minor 9. And remember our caged and our movable chord shapes. That's the root for D minor 9. And it's, now we're going to move that 2 frets and we have C minor 9. So you can do that all over the guitar. C minor 9, D minor 9, E minor 9, F minor 9, and all the way up the neck to back where we started. So that makes it so much easier. You're not having to relearn everything from scratch. You know the shape already, and guitar is such a strongly shape-based instrument for chords that it's a strength that we can put to work here. Alright, and this you could write a song that went. It's so much nicer to put another chord in between, which is going to pass between one chord and the next, and that's in fact what these chords are sometimes called. Some of these chords will be passing notes, passing chords. So D minor 9, 2 E, and again 1 and 2 E, and slide those 2 fingers down and make sure that fourth finger's snug up against the fret, doesn't move. Same thing, same string set. 1, 2, 1 and 2 E, and 1 and 2 E, and C minor 9. So now we're in the first position. So it's the fourth string, first finger, first fret. Second string, fourth finger, third fret, third string, third fret, third finger, all the threes. And here we have the second finger on the fifth string and the third fret also. Now here I like to play B half diminished. You'll sometimes see it's written as a G/G7/B. It's more accurately a B half diminished. So this chord is, we've come from here, the first finger up to the fifth string, second fret, rest will come off. This one here is going to the third string, also second fret. Third finger is going to the fourth string, third fret, and finally the pinky, the fourth finger, is going to take the second string on the third fret. So it's two notes, and then we play the note either side of them. And these are shapes you can move all around the guitar. Handy things along with the other ones, because there are no open strings in them. Of course they change their names. So here we have that B half diminished. 1, 2, 1 and 2 E, and 1 and 2 E, and okay, 1 and 2 E, and 1 a half diminished chord can also be spelt or written out as a minor 7 chord with a flat 5. So in this case you could argue that just the same, it's the same thing, different name, B minor 7 flat 5, which is exactly the same thing. And half diminished is just quicker to say and to write. So I hope that's a good introduction for you to playing Bossa Nova, and that you can that you enjoy it, and let me know your questions. There's bound to be questions coming from this, and I always find them really, I love helping people improve their playing and explore new musical styles, and so I love to hear from you and hear your questions and comments. I love teaching, so it's always great to have that opportunity.